it's Demi, and hello from the Disney Wish, Disney's newest cruise ship. I am here 10 days after its inaugural sailing. I am so happy to be here, and I'm here today to give you a full tour of this ship. I'm going to show you each deck so you don't miss a thing. I'm going to make it super easy for you to follow along to make this tour very simple. I did already do a separate video for my room tour so it was easier to find. It's my stateroom, a veranda room. I will link it for you here and put it in the description below, so make sure you go check out what the room looks like. But today it's the rest of the ship, the entire ship. I can't wait to show you all. It's so beautiful, and I'm gonna have a bunch of videos coming out for the Wish, you know, daily itinerary days, you know, day 1 through 4 because it's a 4-night cruise, and separate dining videos because the dining here is wild. So let's get into it, let's see this ship, and let's go get into some hijinks. Welcome to the Disney Wish. We are in the grand hallway on deck 3 because this is where you enter when you first get on board. It's beautiful in here. There's actually a special show that only happens on the Disney Wish and not on any other Disney cruise line at this stage. And you're going to see cast members handing out these wands because you're going to give a first wish to the cruise.
Wishes do come true. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wishes do come true.
In this beautiful grand hall, we have this gorgeous staircase. Don't worry, there is elevators everywhere, but we also have the beautiful gold statue of Cinderella, our host of this cruise. And behind her is Lucifer, and he looks like he's trying to catch some Jacques and Gus underneath. There is a lot to see here on deck 3, so before we do that, there is one deck below us that has a bunch of amazing stuff. So we are going to head first downstairs to deck 2 and then come back up here to deck 3 and see the rest of deck 3. We are on deck 2 starting here, and we are going to see the Oceaneers Club. This is one way to get to the Oceaneers Club. The more fun way is from upstairs through the slide. So here we have the Small World Nursery. This is from ages baby to 3 or not potty trained. And then if we go down a little more, we have the entrance to the Oceaneer Club. I went in before because I got to go down the slide during open house. You can do that as an adult, and throughout the cruise there will be open house in the Oceaneer Club for adults to try out all this cool stuff. I'm gonna throw it back to before when I got to come down the slide and I toured the entire Oceaneer Club. Here you go. So this is the slide to the kids club. I'm ready for it. That was the most fun thing in the world. I'm so glad that I got to do that. But we have made it into the Oceaneer Club. This is the kids club here, but it is so much more than that. And honestly, I am so jealous that I am not a child. This first room right here is where they'll do some like shows. They do Disney Junior Dance Party. There's like a bell reading show. Like there's a lot to do here. First, let's go to the left because there are 3 really amazing rooms here. First, this is the bathroom, and look how adorable this is. And I know it's just a bathroom, but it's adorable. But now across is the Star Wars cargo bay. First of all, this room is absolutely amazing. This looks like something you would find over in Galaxy's Edge. Like it looks like Millennium Falcon and Rise of the Resistance. Like it's all incredibly themed. There's a lot of different like events that happen here throughout the day for the kids in programs. The thing that is constantly here are these iPads, and they use it as a data pad because you're going to become a creature caretaker, and you're going to have different tasks. You're going to use the iPad to find the creatures that are around this room and find them, identify them, take care of them. It's very cool. And just this space, I mean, look how amazing it is. And then continuing down this hallway after the cargo bay is the Marvel Superhero Academy. This is an incredible immersive place brought to you by PIM. You can see there are PIM particles here. You can use your magic band, they're going to give you one, to do mission training, build like your character, your Marvel superhero. So you can see how it's almost like VR, where it like uses your hands but you're not in VR. It just uses like your band so that it interacts with the screen. It is truly like the future of kids clubs. Over in the center is where the kids will design their Marvel costumes, and so they'll be able to see it projected here, and then once they go into the game, they'll be able to see their own character that they created. Amazing. Okay, back in the center, and now we're going to head to the right. First, let's go to the room on the right. This is Fairytale Hall, and I'm obsessed with how gorgeous it is. This is so beautiful. So in here, this is Rapunzel's art room. So this room is, you know, art projects. They have this beautiful, like, changing live photo in here. And then across from her room is Belle's library, and they'll do story time in here. And they told me that they actually start story time in here, and then sometimes they'll go into that Oceaneer like stage area where you first walk in and like finish and do like a big show in there. That's what I was told. I am obsessed. It is so beautiful in here. And then our last room is the Arendelle room, and your kids can be a part of Queen Anna's coronation. I mean, this is the most amazing kids club ever. And then across from Fairytale Hall is the Walt Disney Imagineering Lab. And in here, when there's not an event happening, kids can use the iPad, do coloring and puzzles and board games. But this room is brought to you by the Imagineers of Disney. It is literally inspired by them. All this stuff on the wall are actual Imagineering, like props from prop rooms over in Anaheim and Orlando. And in here they'll do events that kind of go with Imagineering. So like one of the events that they'll do for the kids is show you how like the ghosts in Haunted Mansion work. Like it's actual like very cool Imagineering learning that goes on in here, and lots of other different things throughout the day as well. But this room is used like apparently for a lot of different activities, but this is amazing. And then attached from the Imagineering studio is the ride studio. So here your kids are going to design a roller coaster on these pads right here, and then after they design it, they're going to be able to sit in the car and experience their own coaster. Amazing. And then our last room in the Oceaneers Club is the Captain's Deck, and this is a playground for kids. And there's actually a door here, because if it comes down to it, they can close this door off and utilize the space for the littles over in the nursery, which is attached here. It does have its own separate entrance, but there is a nursery here for 3 and under, or anyone who is not potty trained, because you have to be potty trained to be in the Oceaneer Club. And how beautiful is this nursery, this Mary Blair inspired nursery. And there's actually even a window here for parents to come and watch your kids in here, if you'd like to do that, because throughout the day there's cribs here. I mean, this is so beautiful. I'm obsessed. It's just, I'm so impressed with this kids club and the nursery. It's so beautiful. There's going to be open houses throughout the cruise for adults to possibly partake in some of the activities that the kids get to do, like over in the Star Wars room and the Marvel room. And hopefully I will be doing that at some point, so we will see. Let's head upstairs to deck 3. I'm going to walk up this beautiful staircase here, but you can also take the elevator. Okay, we are back on deck 3 in the Grand Hall where you first walk in. Now let's go see the rest of this deck. Let's start on deck 3 in the Grand Hallway. Right behind it, I should say, is 1923. This is one of your rotational dinings that is included in your stay. There are 2 rooms, the Roy Disney room over here, and then if you walk down Over here, you have the Walt Disney room, and on the app, it will tell you which room you're going to go to when you do have your time to go into this restaurant. Where 1923 is the aft of the ship, which means the back. So now we're gonna walk past the stage toward the forward, and we are going to first see Enchanted Castle Jewels, a jewelry store. After Enchanted Castle Jewels is the Royal Regalia, and this is where you can buy designer handbags and other designer things in here. After that, we have Once Upon a Time, which is a watch store. And finally, Three Wishes, looks like more watches and accessories like that. Across from the shops in the middle of the ship is the Bayou, and it is so beautiful in here. This is a bar themed to Princess Tiana. They're going to have jazz musicians here later in the evening. It's stunning in here. And they have beignets, which I cannot wait to try. Look out for that video when it comes out. Across the other side of the bayou, we're gonna go back toward the aft just a bit because there's one thing on this side that we need to see. Here we have Nightingales. It's a singing piano bar. It opens at 5 p.m. at night, and it's a bar in here, and there's gonna be a piano player, and y'all can sing songs. Okay, back by the bayou, and now very exciting, we have the Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge. I'm gonna be able to go in right now because it's open house, but if you want to come to the Hyperspace Lounge, you need to go to Deck 5 to Triton's and make a reservation, and the line will be very long to do that. I'm really glad I found out about this earlier when I came to this room to see it. The cast member told us that you need a reservation to come in here, and this is the only place that so far that I have heard that you need a reservation when you come on board to come into the space. So this is on my list, obviously, and my husband is being the greatest right now and is online for us so that we can get our reservation, but he's been online for 20 minutes, maybe more now. So look out for my full review of Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge when that comes out. After Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge, we have Treasures Untold. It's another shop, bags, accessories, jewelry, galore. After Treasures Untold, we have the Walt Disney Theater. This is where the stage performances will be. There's an entrance on this side and on the opposite side over there. This is the stage show, so where the Little Mermaid show will be, where the Aladdin show will be. Unfortunately for my cruise, because I'm literally on here so early, the Aladdin show wasn't even ready yet. And the new show, Disney Seas the Adventure, starring Mickey and his friends. There are 2 show times tonight, and this is the only night it's playing, and I'm not gonna be able to make it because I'm doing a dining reservation at Palo Steak at like 6:30, and then I have my rotational dining at the Marvel restaurant at 8:30, so I'm not gonna be able to make it to see this, which is very upsetting. So now we're going to head into this hallway here. So first I want you to see the staircases are beautiful. There's artwork on every level. It's just all very gorgeous. The carpets are beautiful and everything looks just very new. But of course there are elevators here and on the other side as well. So now we're gonna head upstairs, and we are at the forward of the ship, and we're gonna head back toward the aft on Deck 4. On the forward of Deck 5, and here is the 2 cinemas. First, we have on the right side the Wonderland cinema, themed to Alice in Wonderland. Also, there's another entrance here to the Walt Disney Theater for the balcony. Let's check out the Wonderland cinema. Here is the Wonderland cinema. It's really nice in here. I love how they did the artwork, and this is where they will show movies. Back on the other side, here is the Neverland cinema. There's no difference in the cinema other than the theming and what movie is playing. And in here we have some Peter Pan artwork, and here is where the screen will be. And look at this Tinkerbell light, that's beautiful. Now in between the Neverland cinema and the Wonderland cinema, there's a hallway that connects them. There's the Wonderland down there, and here is Luna Libations, where you can get popcorn for additional purchase, but they do have popcorn buckets on here. They're not Disney Wish specific popcorn buckets though. After the Wonderland Theater is Luna, and in Luna right now, on the first day you get here, they're using the space to do dining reservations, and literally, as I remember how I just said like 2 seconds ago I was gonna do Palo Steak, I just switched. I was able to come in here, I switched my dining reservation tonight from Palo Steak to Enchante, and then get on the waitlist for Apollo for tomorrow or Wednesday, and I have a good possibility of that happening, so stay tuned to see if that happens. But now stay tuned for my Enchantée video. I cannot wait for that. But in this room, they'll be doing games in here and other like things, so you just check your Navigator app to see what will be going on in this room. After Luna, we are back in the Grand Hall, but on deck 4, so see now we're up a little bit higher, and then over here is guest services and port adventures, and make sure you come and take some amazing, beautiful pictures when you walk up to deck 4. Especially with this beautiful mosaic of Cinderella on the wall. In the Grand Hall on deck 4, very exciting, is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. This is a very famous thing that happens in the Disney parks that is available here for you on the Disney Wish. You can have your child come and get totally glammed up. Princess, prince. I believe they also do pirates here because it's a cruise, which is not a thing at normal Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. You can see they have like salon chairs. It's a full treatment service, and it's so cool to see it on the Wish. This is something I recommend booking before you get on your cruise on the Navigator app. There will be some availability once you get on board, but it will be a little bit harder to get. So make sure, if this is a must-do, book it when you're booking your onboard fun. Leaving the Grand Hall, heading toward the aft, and we have the Wishing Star Cafe. Wishing Star is a coffee bar and a regular bar, and it smells amazing because it really just smells like coffee, and you can see the menu by scanning the QR codes that are around the tables. This bar is of course based off of Pinocchio, but make sure you come to the left side of the bar and say hello to Jiminy Cricket, aka your conscience. We are heading toward the left side of the bar, and very cool, we have Hook's Barbery. This is a barber shop, obviously, inspired by Captain Hook. It's closed right now because there's like actually somebody doing their barber stuff in there, but this is something you can book online or possibly book once you get on board as well. We're gonna cross the ship to the other side because on this side we have the Untangled Salon. It's so pretty in here. This is something you can book prior to your ship. You can get your nails done, your hair done, and it's just really beautiful, themed obviously to Tangled and Rapunzel, and it's just so pretty in here. Okay, now we have one more thing to see here, and it is the Worlds of Marvel restaurant. This is part of your rotational dining. Here is Worlds of Marvel. This is a Marvel themed restaurant based around Ant-Man and Pym. And this is actually going to be where I'm going to be dining on my night 1. This is where I'm going to go to now on Enchantée, and then later to Worlds of Marvel. Unfortunately, they did close it off, so we can't see in, so you'll just have to come back and see my Worlds of Marvel dining review to see it. Before we head upstairs deck 5, let's go outside on the outside deck. There are hand scanners to get you outside. This is the first deck that has an outside deck, and this is where you can find shuffleboard, and it's just on the aft side, not the forward, so this is why we're only seeing it now. Walked up to deck 5, and we're gonna head left and continue left because here is Arendelle. This is the frozen dining part of your rotational dining, and I got very lucky that I got to have it 2 nights in a row because if you're on the 4-night cruise, 2 restaurants will repeat, and I was so happy that this was the one that repeats in case I can't get that second adult dining dinner. And I'm super excited for this. I genuinely really enjoy Frozen. I'm not like a super fan, but I enjoy it. This is so beautiful. I can't wait to do this dining. I will have a full video of the Frozen show and dinner. I love how it changes the hallway from red to blue. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. And here is the dining room. You have a bust of Queen Anna and Elsa. I assume since we are Queen Anna, this is after Frozen 2, and wow, there's a lot of seating in here. Obviously this is your rotational dining, so there has to be a lot of seating. It's super nice. And then over in the middle is the stage for the characters, so definitely if you, I don't know how it will work about seating, maybe it's first come first serve, this is definitely the prime location to be sitting. Soon, you know, if you go further back, you're pretty far back to see everything. But hopefully they all kind of move around, and hopefully it's not a too terrible of a view. So I guess you'll see. Definitely watch that video when it comes out. I will make sure to link it here and put it in the description below. All of the videos, I will. I promise. After Arendelle, we have Mickey's Main Sale. This is a huge merchandise location. It literally goes from right by where Arendelle was all the way back out toward the Grand Hall. And yes, this is where you can get some Disney Wish merchandise. Back by the staircase, now we're gonna go this way to the right of the stairs, and over here we have Edge, and this is the teen club. Right now I'm coming in during the open house hours. Oh my gosh, they're playing one of the best movies of all time, and it's really cool. There's like a cool vibe in here. Once again, this is a really cool place. You have board games, you have video games. There's like a list that tells you of all the video games that they have. Why is this only for teenagers? I like video games. I'd like to play some video games. There's Mario Kart. This is a really cool space. I think this is a perfect way to break up your cruise with your teen. I know when I was a teen, there would be times I would really love to step away from my mom on vacation, because, you know, as much as it's nice, things could get a little tension. So with teenage years. So I think this is a really cool space, and I wish I could hang out here. After Edge is Shutters. This is a portrait studio that you can book to do portraits at. You can do that before getting on board on the app. They also have these kiosks here where you can print your Disney Wish photos. If like a Disney photographer took your photo, you can print them here. And then in between Shutters and also Mickey's Main Sale over here is the Enchanted Sword Cafe. This is also another coffee bar slash regular bar. Walk down the hall, we're gonna pass the Grand Hall. You can see on the other side that's part of Mickey's Main Sale, and we're gonna keep heading down this hallway. All the way down the hallway, I'm laughing so hard because I'm filming this later in the day, this part, and the Luna is open now, and it's a silent DJ party. And we're on the second level now, so that's why we're passing it again. This is hilarious. I love it. Well, that was amazing. I had a distraction, so I had to finish Deck 5 later in the day. But after that is the Triton Lounge. This is where we came before to get the Hyperspace Lounge reservation. Get here literally as soon as you get on the ship, because my husband waited 2 hours for this. It's like insane. So unfortunately, what they tried doing when the inaugural happened was trying to have people book the Space Lounge on the app, and then there was too many people, so they had to do it in person. It took 2 hours because people are slow and they only had 2 people in the room. It took up a lot of our day. It was kind of unfortunate. All right, but let's continue with the tour. On the opposite side of the Triton Lounge, the Keg and Compass, and I know this is where they're doing some of those for purchase beer classes or something like that, and it's very, very cool in here. It is definitely a vibe in here. It's nice and kind of quiet, but not quiet, but not loud. It looks really cool, and you can still have a conversation with people, and it's open still because it's really late at night when I'm filming this part, and some of those smaller bars that's in the middle of the ship are closed by now. So this is very, very cool. Hopefully I'll have some time to come and try some stuff here. Oh my god, look how cool that is. Very cool. Okay, so after the hallway and the Triton Lounge, we have the Senses Fitness and the Senses Spa. This is the spa of the ship. You would definitely I recommend booking treatments ahead of time on your Navigator app. And then the other side is the Senses Fitness. And the Senses Fitness, which is the fitness center, definitely, if you're into fitness, look into what's going on at Senses Fitness before you get on board. Okay, so we're gonna walk toward we're going to the Senses Spa, but we're not actually gonna go to the Senses Spa because this is the door to Deck 5, and this is the start of the running trail. This is Deck 5, it starts here. You can walk down to Deck 4, but this is the dedicated running trail, and then it goes up to Deck 6, which is perfect because we need to head over to Deck 6 next anyway, so let's walk and I'll show you the trail. Okay, so you're gonna go up these steps, but actually really quick before we go up the steps, there's one last thing here on deck 5, and it is Pluto's Corner, and this is where your service dog, because service dogs are allowed on board, can go to the bathroom. Let's head up the stairs and see the rest of the running trail and deck 6. This definitely looks like more of a running trail. I love that you can have the ocean right there, but let's do the walk and see where it ends up. Well, you end up back by the stairs on the other side to deck 5. So kind of the worst running trail. They did not plan that out very well, and that's probably why you don't see anybody running up here. But yeah, I don't get it. I know a lot of people are really not happy about it. I mean, I don't run, but like if I did, I'd definitely be a little upset. But I mean, this is beautiful. This is your Titanic moment. I mean, how many people are going to go to the very front and, you know, do the Titanic thing? I mean, really, how many people do you think are going? You can see into the Senses Spa from here, but that's it for deck 6. So now we're gonna go back down the stairs and go back inside. There's nothing else on deck 6 or deck 7. It's just rooms on those decks, so we're gonna head up to deck 8 to see one little thing. And pro tip, we are now, I'm filming this within 2 days on our day at sea day, and nobody is sitting here on deck 5. So if you want a quiet place to sit, this is where to come. Okay, we made it to deck 8, and the only thing that's here is the Fairytale laundry. So here is Fairytale Fresh Laundry. This is where you can come and do your laundry. They have a soap center here where you can purchase soaps and dryer sheet. Here are the dryers on top and the washers on the bottom. Look how small and cute the washers are. And there is a pretty good amount in here. There's also on the other side. And there are ironing boards with irons. That's very cool, like how it pops up. So that was really it for deck 8, except for staterooms. Deck 9 and 10 also only have staterooms, so we are gonna head up to deck 11, where a lot of fun is happening. Okay, here we come, deck 11. Here is where all the fun is at. Well, a lot of the fun is at, I should say. Here we have Mickey and Friends Festival of Food. Mickey and Friends Festival of Food are a bunch of different food stations here on deck 11. As you will see, deck 11, this is where you'll start having like your pools and all of your outdoor activities. So this will be the closest to get food if you're doing stuff outdoors. Our first station is Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue. There's brisket, St. Louis pork, smoked chicken, pulled pork, kielbasa, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, sweet potato fries, and Texas jalapeno cornbread. Walk to the right, and our next booth is Daisy's Pizza Pies, where you can get some different pizzas: prosciutto pizza, 4-cheese pizza, pepperoni sausage pizza, margarita, and a plant-based sausage pizza. Our next booth is Donald's Cantina. It's basically Chipotle or Qdoba, and that actually probably sounds like the best thing here. Then on the left side, our first booth is Goofy's Grill. Burgers, Impossible Burger, hot dog, plant-based sausage, bratwurst, and chicken tendies. All of those booths are open from 11 to 6 p.m. except for our last booth here, our ice cream booth, is open from 11 to 11. Thank you. And I got a strawberry. I haven't had one of these in forever, so luckily this stays open pretty late. After ice cream is the Lookout. This is another one of those bars slash coffee bars. There is soda machines and coffee machines and hot chocolate and tea here all the time. So not just from 11 to 6, this is here all the time. And now here we are at the Funnel Vision stage. You have the Wish logo there. This plays movies. You can now start to see all of like the fun activities, all the different pools, the AquaMouse, which is not just a slide, but an attraction and a slide. I'm so excited to ride that. And It's so beautiful up here. Funnel Vision has 2 bars. That one's closed right now, but they have this bar as well. And these lawn chairs stay out, so you can keep watching all the Disney movies that keep playing on the Funnel Vision stage, and you can see what's playing on your Navigator app. So that pool up there, which is closed right now probably because there's a movie playing, is Mickey's pool. Over here is Minnie's pool. Walk up the little flight of stairs. This is still considered deck 11, and we have Pluto's pool and a shower. And then on the right, we have Daisy's pool and a shower. Daisy's and Pluto's pool are only 6 inches, but Minnie's pool goes to 2 feet. We will see the rest when we get to deck 12, but there's way more to still see here on deck 11. Walking down the right side from the screen, and here we have Inside Out Joyful Sweets. Joyful Sweets is open from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. This is an ice cream and sweet shop, and you have all of your Inside Out characters here: joy and sadness and disgust and fear and Lewis Black, anger. And this is an ice cream and sweet shop, but this is not included in your cruise. This is for additional purchase. So there's different ice creams over here. You can do a bunch of different toppings, so it's like way more than what you can just get from the cone outside. And then they have a little bit of the bakery case. These are so cool. They look amazing, and I can't wait to try something while I'm on my cruise. Okay, now we are going to walk across real quick through the staircase. This is the other side of the screen, and we have a store over here. Over here we have Dory's Forget-Me-Nots open from 10 to 11. It's very cute in here. I love how everything is blue. You can find a bunch of Disney Cruise Line merchandise in here. There's also like some extra swimwear and towels, and you can find a couple of Disney Wish specific items in here as well. Back in the hallway, and we're going to see the Marceline Market. This is a quick service open for breakfast and lunch, and we're just going to walk all the way down the hallway. Breakfast is from 7 to 10:45 and lunch from 12 to 2. Before you walk into Marceline, there are a bunch of sinks here for you to wash your hands. After you come down the hall, in between the 2 long hallways, we have the Marceline Market bar and coffee bar. So this is another one of those coffee/bars. On both sides of the deck you can find stations. It's like a buffet, but they serve you. Both sides of the deck have the same counters. There's even a kids counter. I'm going to have a full review of the Marceline Market in a separate video, so make sure you look out for that, and I'll link it here when it is available to you and put it in the description below. Okay, back in the hallway, and now we're gonna head upstairs to deck 12 and see some restaurants and more of the stuff outside by the big screen. Off the aft elevators, we have 2 ways to go, and first we're gonna head to the right through this beautiful hallway. First you will find the Rose. The Rose and the 2 restaurants that are next to the Rose is Beauty and the Beast themed. You have the Rose and the Mirror. The Rose itself is a bar, but look, you can like sit and watch the water. It's very quiet up here, very much more on the fancier end. So this is the Rose Bar, and then at the end of the hallway, first we have Palo Steak. This is the new Palo. There's Palo on other ships, but this is the new one. This is the steakhouse. And then to the left is Enchanté, the restaurant. They have the tasting menu. I ended up switching my reservation from Palo to Enchanté last minute. I was able to get this, so make sure you watch this dining review when it comes out. And just for clarity, Palo Steak and Enchanté are adult-only exclusive dining. They are on the higher end of dining, but it's beautiful, luxurious dining. They also do a brunch, and you can have to book all of this online before your cruise. You can get on a wait list. You can try to make a reservation on the first day that you get on the ship to see if there's anything left, but usually there's only reservations on like embarkation days, and then like maybe a couple cancellations. So I'm on the wait list for Palo since I switched to Enchanté. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm glad I got to do at least one of the restaurants. And they book really, really fast, so make sure you book those first if that's your priority. Back in the hallway, and now we're gonna head to the left. Here we have another teen club called Vibe. Right now they have an open house, so I can come in. Otherwise, it is just for teens only. This is so cute. Oh my god, look at this Mickey statue. That is amazing. This place is so cool. So I was told that sometimes they'll do like smoothies over here, but there's so many just like places to hang out. You can play video games, watch movies, do looks like some arts and crafts, like lanyard. This place is so cool, and I think the teen centers and the Oceaneers Club really are such an amazing place for kids to go. Just so you're clear, after Vibe, it'll say the Hideaway, and that was that room that connect where I said they sometimes do smoothies, but this is their like other door if they don't have it open. After that, we have the Hero Zone. This is your gymnasium. Check the Navigator app to see what's going on during, you know, what, like at each time it's different throughout the day. Like right now it's basketball that's happening, but then there's gonna be some pretty cool events like the Incredi Games, yes, featuring the Incredibles, and it's gonna be like a big obstacle course, and I'm so excited to come back for that. Okay, back in the hall, and now it's time to head outside and see Deck 12's outside. So first on the right, we have Goofy's pool over here. This is a 4'6" pool. The reason why it's closed right now is because it's later in the evening. And then on the right, well, you can see the AquaMouse from here, but that's on the next deck. And we have Donald's pool, also 4'6". Now let's walk down to the opposite side. Here on the forward of Deck 12, first we have Rex Slidosaurus. This is where it lets out. The entrance to this slide is actually right here. You're gonna follow the frog footsteps and go up the stairs, and then you're gonna come out of the big red tower. And then also here is the Toy Story Splash Zone. Also, there is Trixie's Falls. This is a 6-inch little pool. But here's the Toy Story Splash Zone. You have Alien, you have little slides, Zurg is here, and Buzz Lightyear. The Peapods are there, Woody, Jessie, Bo Peep, Bullseye, and another slide. And then across from that is Wheezy's Freezy's, which is another bar. And that is the outside of Deck 12. There's one more thing we need to see in the forward that's inside, so let's head inside. Walk through the elevators, and we're going to just come this way and walk down straight toward the very forward of the ship. And at the very end is the Concierge Lounge, open from 7 to 10. And this is a special private lounge for people who did concierge bookings. Came back outside on Deck 12 because up in the forward for the rest of our decks, 13, 14, and 15, we have just concierge pool and lounge, and I can't go up there. And then there's also that Wish 2-story tower if you're staying in that incredible suite. So now we're gonna walk back across toward the aft on Deck 12 to see Deck 13 and 14 on the aft. There is no Deck 15 on the aft. Walked up to Deck 13, and on the right we have the AquaMouse, the first attraction at sea. I'm gonna tell you right now, the wait times are inflated to make you think that it's longer. It does not take this long, and I think they do it because there's not that much queue space, so they try to make it that it's gonna be that long. Ours said like an hour wait before, and we waited literally maybe 20 minutes, maybe less. There's cubbies next to the attraction to put your stuff. You can wear shoes, but you can't wear anything like around your neck, like one of those phone cases that's waterproof. You can bring a GoPro if it's like securely attached to like a hand thing or a body strap, but nothing that's hanging from your body can go on. It's a 42-inch height requirement, but you'd have to go with an adult if you're under 48 inches. I'll have the AquaMouse in my day 3 video. It's an attraction, and then it becomes a slide, and it goes all the way around the ship. On the opposite side of the AquaMouse, you have the adults only sun deck over here. This is good if you want to kind of stay close to what's happening on the funnel vision and anything that's going on here. But as we keep walking back, this is the rest of the adult section, so it's a little more quiet, and we're gonna see the Cove Cafe and Bar. As we walk back, there is a hot tub. The lounge chairs have cushions on it, which is great. There are even some rocking chairs. And then over here is the rest of the quiet section for the adults. So we have showers, we have a little pool where you can put your feet in, and it has a bench all the way around. And then we have the infinity pool. It's pretty small over here. I've heard that the other Disney cruise lines have bigger pools even throughout, but I mean, this is beautiful. You have a beautiful view of the back, and it's adults only. And on the other side of the infinity pool, there's another seated foot pool. Behind the infinity pool, we have another bar. After the bar, you're gonna walk down this ramp or staircase here, and you have the Cove Cafe. This is a bar and coffee shop. They have lots of different specialty coffees here, like how coffee is brewed, and it's adults only, and it's a really nice vibe in here if you want to come and relax indoors. We came here during day 2 and it was really, really nice and delicious coffee. And then the rest of the deck is just some lounge chairs. Finally, let's head to deck 14 and back of the infinity pool. Here are your stairs. There is a lift for wheelchairs. Back here is just a smaller sun deck, but it's definitely quieter up here and you get incredible views. Well, my dudes, that was my full tour of the Disney Wish. I hope this was helpful to you or that you enjoyed seeing this beautiful ship. Make sure to go watch my full tour of my room. The stateroom is beautiful, that veranda is gorgeous, and make sure to follow all of these Disney Wish videos, either coming or if you're seeing this in the future, make sure to watch all of them. I'm gonna have at least 11 videos, maybe more. I filmed a lot in a short amount of time. I was making sure that I was able to cover as much as possible, and I think I got basically everything, which I'm super excited to be able to bring this to you, and so that it's easy for you when you are planning your Disney Wish cruise. I'm gonna have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and then on top of it, separate dining reviews for 1923, Arendelle, Worlds of Marvel, Enchanté, the adults only dining, the Marceline Market, and Star Wars Hyperspace Lounge, and maybe even more. So I'm so glad I was able to do this for all of you, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit your bell notification so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel. Follow me on Instagram at Magical Hijinx. If you did like the video, if you found it helpful or any of my videos helpful, check out my Patreon. You'll get exclusive bonus content and you'll be helping me to continue bringing you great content here on this channel. And until next time, my dudes, I hope you guys get into some hijinks very, very soon. Bye-bye.